Hello everybody. Today I'll be preparing chicken Kofta Biryani. These chicken meatballs turned out really succulent and it was so nice. Uh, the biryani was overall very tasty. What I'm gonna do is, first of all, I'm gonna prepare a spice blend. For the spice blend, I'm going to add some fennel seeds, cumin, cinnamon, cardamom, and some peppercorns, along with a little bit of cloves and some maize. So I'm just going to dry roast this. It'll take about few seconds on a medium flame to dry roast, and once it finishes to dry roast, I'm just going to allow that to cool for a minute or two, and then add it to the mixer jar and grind it. Now I've coarsely ground the spice blend, and once it has finished grinding thoroughly, I have removed the outer shell, that is the cardamom pods, and reserve the spice blend. Now I'm using chicken here. This chicken is I'm using the boneless thigh meat and the chicken breast. I've already ground the chicken breast meat. First of all, I'm just going to go ahead and grind some pepper. That's about 2 tablespoons of pepper. I'm just going to pulse it twice and I'm going to reserve that. I'm going to use that for later. And I'm also going to go ahead and grind about a fistful of coriander and some chilies. Coarsely grind that. And then add it to the already ground chicken mince. I'm using half and half of chicken here. That is half the amount of breast meat and half the amount of boneless thigh meat. That way, the chicken is nice and succulent. It's very tasty. Um, so the reason why I'm doing it separately is because first of all, I just wanted to save time here, and so that's the reason I've gone ahead and blended the breast meat ahead of time, and then I've prepared the masala, and then I'm going to grind the chicken thigh meat. So over here you can see I've just gone ahead and added the thigh meat to the grinder, and I've just pulsed it twice. It's ground thoroughly. Then I've added ginger garlic paste and some crushed pepper that I did earlier. And I'm also going to add salt as per taste. And you need to marinate this chicken, mix it thoroughly and marinate it, and place a cling film and place it in the fridge for I would suggest overnight. If you cannot prepare this ahead of time, or you can't do this overnight, you can at least allow this to marinate for 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. Mine stayed in the refrigerator overnight. I did it the next day. So over here you can see the chicken is nicely marinated. Now I'm just going to go ahead and prepare the meatballs and start frying them out. Now I've gone ahead and already placed oil in a wok, and it's on medium flame. I'm using sunflower oil to fry these chicken meatballs. But if you are health conscious, you do not want to fry these meatballs, you can always go ahead and bake these at 180 degrees for 45 minutes. So you can do that also, or you can go ahead and shallow fry these. You just add 2 tablespoons of oil in non-stick wok and start layering out the meatballs. You can place a cover, it will get cooked. So you can do either ways. You can either bake it, or you can fry it, or you can do a shallow fry. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. Now I found that if the chicken meatballs are fried in oil, deep fried in oil, it's nice and moist, it's nice and succulent. So I've just gone ahead and I'm just frying the meatballs. Once it turns light brown in color, I'm just going to drain all of the oil and add it to the biryani mixture. So as you can see, it's half done at this point, and it's nice and moist. It's turned light golden brown in color. I'm just going to reserve it, drain all of the oil and reserve it. I do not tend to waste the oil since it is nice and seasoned. I'm going to use the same oil for the biryani as well. The oil has nice seasonings in it since since I fried the chicken in it. It's got nice seasonings in it. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the same oil to the pressure cooker, and now I'm just going to fry the whole spices. That's cinnamon, cardamom, bay leaf, and some cloves. I've also added some ginger garlic paste and I'm just going to fry all of that till the raw flavor has gone completely from the ginger garlic paste. You can also add ghee if you wish to in this biryani, but I felt that oil was more than enough because it was nice and it was seasoned. So then I've gone ahead and added about 2 onions finely chopped, and then a fistful of mint and coriander, and 2 chilies. I've also added a teaspoon of chili powder and turmeric powder. I'm just going to go ahead and fry that onion till it turns nice and transparent, and then I've added one tomato, which is nicely cubed, and I'm just going to fry that a bit along with the ground spices that I did earlier. And then I'm going to add the meatballs which I fried earlier, and I'm just going to give this a good mix. And also I've added salt for the biryani, that's including the rice. I've added the salt. Now I'm just going to add the basmati rice, that is 2 cups of basmati rice I'm using in this recipe. You can also use jeera rice for this recipe. It totally depends on your taste. Now I'm just going to go ahead and fry all of this. I'm using 2 cups of rice for this recipe. I'm going to use 3 cups of water. For 2 cups of rice, 3 cups of liquid. That is, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of milk and 1.5 cups of water. This ratio always works perfect for me, and this is a tip given by my mom, since she does this recipe, like all the biryani recipes using just regular milk, and it turns out really perfect and nice. Now once the biryani has come to a boil, I'm just going to place the cooker lid and place the whistle for 2 whistles, and then start serving it up. Now this recipe in detail is posted on my blog. You can always visit my blog for recipe in detail, and you can also visit me on my Facebook fan page, where I post a lot of tips and tricks, and you can get a lot of regular updates over there. You can subscribe to this channel and give a like to this recipe. As you can see, my biryani is done. I'm just going to sprinkle some freshly chopped mint and coriander and some lemon juice and serve it up. I do have a Tamil channel in my native language, that is Tamil. I'll post all the links in the description box below. If you're a South Indian, you can follow me on my Tamil channel, and subscribe to me on my channel. Now as you can see, the biryani is done. I'm just going to give it a good toss and serve it up. It is nice and tasty, and I serve this up with some chicken wings and some pepper chicken, which I'll be posting the next video. I'll see you soon with the next video. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye bye.